Well, here in Dallas, somebody got paid, and then nobody got arrested this morning. So it was
Only.
It's a good point, James. Really good point. Like.
Well, we don't know yet. Well, no. If somebody from the Cowboys got arrested, then it would be all over the news. But
we would know.
Yeah. Happy NFL Sunday, guys. We're back. Kendrick, we were on a good happy run real quick. I don't know if that's happy or not, but he loves the A. Bill loves that. I think that's probably why they got that. Oh, somebody got paid this morning. Woke up to a brand new contract. They had to call in reinforcements to get this contract done. They had to call in one and only.
You have to call in my guy Jerry to get things done around here.
Yeah, they said Steven wasn't getting it done, so they had to get Jerry to finish it off. You know how bad that is. Oh my God, yeah. If you are just now tuning in, just waking up, haven't watched any football today, haven't done anything, because I know they've talked about it all over airways. Rain Dakota Prescott has signed a 4-year, $240 million contract extension right before kickoff today. 231 of that is guaranteed with an $80 million signing bonus. Shout out to Dak. Shout out to his agent. Well deserved. To some people, thinks it's well deserved. Yeah. Some people think it's not deserved. I think you had no choice but to do it or risk him leaving in the offseason and getting paid even more than that from another team. But as a Cowboys fan, you really had no choice but to pay what he was asking, because the guy was second in MVP voting last year, third in MVP voting the year before that. Everybody say, oh, well, he has a 2-5 playoff record. I don't think he was the one that went on the podcast and said he was tired and burnt out in anything. I think a lot of people are not understanding that this is a team game. Oh, well, we can't do anything since we paid CD and Dak. Are you laughing at the shots fired?
Yeah.
I mean, hey, that's what Mike. Who was it? Michael or DeMarcus Lawrence? One of them said that the defense was tired. They were burnt out. I don't think people are realizing. And when I say I don't think, people are just not smart. People all morning people have showed that they're not that intelligent when it comes to talking football. And it reminds me why I don't talk football with a lot of people, because they're saying, oh, well, the Cowboys can't do anything outside of that. I mean, we've all debunked that the cap space is something. It's a myth. The Cowboys can do what they want to do.
Stephen Jones said
it's
trying to do things, and it's tough. It's just tough. You got to do this, you got to do that.
And you see why he wasn't on board with. You see why he got demoted real quick.
I heard an interview with him tomorrow. He said that coming.
He got demoted. I'm just saying, everybody's coming in saying, "Oh, well, they shouldn't have paid Dak." If they don't pay Dak, and you watched what the product you had in the preseason with Trey Lance, what do you do? A lot of people, oh, well, Cooper Rush can win you 9 games. No, he cannot. Cooper Rush cannot win you 9 games. I fully expect Dak to throw a pick or two today. That is just in his nature to get it out the way. I mean, get it out the way. Hopefully not like all these other people throwing multiple interceptions.
That's a low floor you got.
After you get paid, you expecting a pick
That's
today?
a low floor you just
put up. It's a guy who's not great with pressure. You know, everything.
You got slick.
No,
you got slick.
I'm getting it out the way. I'm getting it out the way.
Slick. You think you just breathe that over?
I did. Only reason I say that is because he didn't play in the preseason. It's gonna be rusty. CD didn't play in the preseason. We don't know what this offensive line is going to look like. I think it may be a little slow start, but the reason I say that is because the past few years, I mean, he has given you one in the first game of the season. Interceptions are not bad. I mean, you can still win. I mean, Josh Allen has fumbled through an interception. They're winning. Jalen Hurts threw 2 interceptions. They won. I mean, As long as you're not Daniel Jones and throwing multiple like 3 or 4
He
and
just gave up.
and just gave up.
Just gave up.
I'm happy for Dak. I'm good. I'm all for black men getting their money from these teams, black quarterbacks especially holding out.
44%.
He's 50.
Well, he's significant other makes him 44%.
Oh God. You're not gonna get that. I'm not getting on this train today, guys.
I'm just
might have to go ahead and get it over.
Yeah. But no, shout out to Dak for getting his contract. I'm just sorry. If anybody can tell me what the alternative was to not paying him, I mean, what do you do? Like,
I think they saw that significant other in Trey Lance. He threw them 17 interceptions in one game in the last preseason game. So that speeded up the we need to get this thing done. That was bad a couple weeks ago with Trey Lance, but got it done. Like, listen, got it done. Happy for him. Now you got Micah. You got Deron Bland coming up. Still got Zach Martin coming up.
He can probably take it.
Did you say Deron Bland?
Yeah. Listen. He was an All-Pro. Even though his foot fell off, he was an All-Pro. His foot fell off this half a year because of he's All-Pro. So you got to pay that man. So yeah, man, you got Tyler Smith. He's coming up.
He is.
He was All-Pro. So it never stopped.
And did you say Zach Martin? You said Zach Martin too?
Yeah.
I don't know why you threw his name out there. He's not getting paid.
He is. Why not?
The man's why you burying the Hall of Famer? He's a Hall of Famer.
Okay, so do you want Michael or you want Zach Martin?
I think Zach takes a team-friendly deal, though.
If we're talking about who somebody wants to say dumb stuff, you might want Zach Martin.
Or somebody who shows up in the second half of the season,
Well, Zeke's going to be at the Olympics anyway, right? Man, he's supposed to be taking off a year to train for that.
What he said, I want to take off.
What he said.
You can make it just wait off his contract.
So I do have to ask, if you guys, I know we've all talked about it, the viewers, if you did not want Dak to get paid, what were the alternatives? Kendrick, I know me and you talked about it when somebody over here, I won't say no names, was saying they were gonna let him walk or not get paid. Me and you talked about the alternatives.
I would just like to speak to that real quick if I could.
No.
Go ahead.
Kendrick, me and you talked about it. Your team is never going to get in the top 5 draft picks because Jerry would not allow that to happen. Unless barring any significant injury, even the year that we had a significant injury to a quarterback, to Dak, we still picked? Yeah. Was it top? It was it between 10 and 15?
You had it twice. He could have went off the rails, man. With Dak and also with Tony Romo when his back broke out. And then Dak comes in and you win 14 games?
Yeah, and then the last time we picked high with the number 4 pick, we got Zeke.
Yeah, got Zeke. That was the year before, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, this team is not built to win only or go over like the Carolina Panthers are going to do.
Isn't that maddening though? You're not good enough to be really bad, but
you're not good enough, really good enough to be really, really good. Like,
and that's why I hate. I don't care. I don't care. If I want my team to be really good, have a chance to win the Super Bowl, I'll be really bad and get the top 3 pick. I don't like to exist in that middle range. That's just me.
It's weird because like a lot of people tell me now. I've been having a conversation with a few people. They're saying like it's the team around Dak, and I mean, if you can look at it, I mean, the offense is not the one saying that they got burnt out at the end of the season. I mean, yeah, everybody was gung ho on paying CeeDee Lamb, but but CeeDee Lamb dropped 2 or 3 passes in the playoff game that could have converted first downs and kept the drives going, but y'all was all gung ho paying him. I'm not mad at these people getting their money, but we have to stop zeroing on one position. I understand it's the most important position, but we have to stop zeroing in and solely putting everything on their back. Also, this, he should not be the highest paid. Guys, I don't see that highest paid crap means nothing when it'll be reset in another week or two.
Is anybody come behind that?
Yeah, Brock Purdy is right there. Pat Mahomes is up for another.
Pat Mahomes for the reset.
Yeah,
I think Pat Mahomes is waiting on Dak to get his.
Yeah,
I kept saying that,
and that's what I'm saying. The only people they put out a list. The only people who like right now, Dak is the highest at 60. The next one is Trevor Lawrence at 55. It was a list of like 10 quarterbacks. Nobody on that list has won anything. Think about it. The only person who right now who's up to for a contract who has won something is Pat Mahomes.
It's Patrick Mahomes.
And so it's the QB market, guys. If you learn what a QB market is, you'll understand it will get reset every other week.
Patrick Mahomes starting to be like the final boss of a video game. You get all the way to the end of the video game and you just can't beat the final boss.
Listen, man, when he's done, he's probably gonna go down as the greatest quarterback of all time. No shots at Tom Brady. He might have as many Super Bowls, but he's gonna reset every passing record. It is. That's just what he's gonna do. He's gonna reset every
Keep
passing
running
record.
around throwing that football around. Gonna set an interception record.
Wow, shots
do that.
fired. Wow, man. Okay.
Just saying.
There's a little hate going on.
Just saying.
The Bears will get their. Caleb Williams will get their first.
But listen, this isn't. Listen, you've paid CD, you've paid Dak, Micah. This thing now. I hate to say it, broken record. I've been saying that last year. This thing's by Coach McCarthy. He's the only one ain't got no check, man. He's just playing.
I did find it awfully funny that Bill Belichick was talking about making a return to coaching this morning at the start of this season.
And then that interview came out of him praising Dak.
Yeah. And the first quarterback he started talking about was Dak Prescott.
So
with high praise.
Very high.
I'm gonna say this now.
Uh-huh.
It's NFC Championship game or bust for him.
Yeah.
He's a coach who listen. I know you disagree.
Oh no.
But he's a coach
at this point
who has won 12 games the last 3 years, and he has not had winter come. That's never happened.
I changed my tune. His days are numbered.
So
his days are really numbered. And my thing with that is saying like, there is a reason why there has not been a drop off in production with Dak. Dak has took 3 OCs, and you've had a top 5 offense in the last. I
would say he's done the best under McCarthy.
I think so. He has done the best, but also it's like, what can get you over that hump? I understand the 49ers, that game. There's no excuse for that 1 year. Last year, your defense couldn't stop a nosebleed, and of course, your offense couldn't move the ball because 2 of your receivers decided to drop passes, and of course, he threw interceptions as well. It's not. I'm not pushing off any blame that Dak should not get. He should definitely get blamed, but it speaks wonders for him. He leads a top offense every year almost. Like there's no drop off in production unless you trot out Cole Beasley and Allen Hurns and those people before you went and got Amari Cooper.
I'll make me not forget about that.
I'm just but do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand. Listen, it's not about he can throw for 50 touchdowns, 5 picks, 6,000 yards. It's not happening, but he can do it. It's about him. It's about the playoffs. What is that? Is that a 2-5 playoff record? He's paid as an elite quarterback. He's the highest paid player. So it's not about what he does from now to December. It's about what he does in January. That's what's going to set it. He's in that mode now. He's got to at least get to a conference championship or get to a. So I'm not even saying win a Super Bowl because those are very difficult to do. But he's got to. He can't be going out in the first round every year after year.
So if he go, so hypothetically,
even not in the second round, he's good. I'm gonna say this right before I'm cut you off. He's good enough. Before his career ends, he's good enough. And I'm gonna say this right now, real talk. He's good enough talent wise. He should at least get a comparable team, barring in injuries, to at least 2 conference championships. He's good enough talent wise to do that.
I completely agree. If you guys, I've been heavy on the Dak train. I've been all for Dak. I'm all for holding people accountable, but we have to look at the bigger picture. He is 31.
31.
The 4-year deal was for him. I believe he wanted that 4 years so he can reset the market again. But now, Dak, you have the biggest target on your back. It's going to be funny. He comes out today, and if he stinks up the joint how much noise he's going to hear. And I don't judge teams on the first week, except if you're the Carolina Panthers and Giants.
Come on, that's a good football team. Saints a good football team. You're gonna see week 2.
Will you stop pumping the Saints up? You
who that? You know
what? I'm not saying that the Saints are bad, but I'm also not saying
it's always that one team that you don't suspect, man. They're gonna be trash if they end up winning 11 ball games. Well, it always happens.
On Raynard on YouTube says, "Put up or shut up season. Gotta prove it. Go boys."
Oh, that's I went to college with him.
Okay. So, we also got Pops in here saying only a lame duck on the team is now McCarthy. Damn.
It is.
Come on, Pop.
It is. He ain't lying.
And he said, I explained that the highest QB this morning is when you become eligible for free agent.
Free agency, yeah.
And we got Lamar in here with a player hater comment talking about Go Browns.
He has since been blocked, but hey.
Oh no!
It's one of those. No, I'm saying he didn't get blocked, but it's just one of those things where this man said 4 more years of mediocrity. Come on now. How can you say Dak is mediocre when he was second in? If he literally wins the game against the Packers last year, he's making a case.
Okay, I understand what you're saying, but this is the problem. I think we got like the Gavin Dawsons.
Oh well,
and the other big time media is talking about it's not that he's losing these games, it's the quarterback on the other side.
It's less than him.
It's less than him. It's winning and playing better. Listen, Brock Purdy played better.
Coaching plays a lot of playing.
I know, but Brock Purdy played better.
Yeah.
Jimmy Garoppolo, was that the first?
That was 2 years. That was his first go around.
Right.
This was Love's first go around.
Yeah.
He played better. And what I always tell you, in the playoffs, you can't hide your quarterback.
You can't.
He's going to have to get to a Super Bowl. Your quarterback's going to have to make in 3 games. He's going to have 3 or 4 games, depending on what. He's going to have to make at least about 30 plays on his own, where he's going to have to single out and win that play that may decide the game or not. And some people got valid points that he hasn't done that. 2-5 playoff record.
And I agree. I'm not knocking none of that. I'm not knocking on that. But for you to sit here, not you or not y'all, but for people to sit here and say that he is the sole reason, it's not always. I can see if this man went out and threw 17 interceptions in a playoff game, but we watched the Packers game. Your defense couldn't stop a nosebleed. And then when it was his time, it was 3rd and 4, and who drops a pass? Twice.
Well, that goes to Mike McCarthy, because both of your coordinators are gone, buddy. You don't want to still sitting here because Howdy Doody's gone. He's won Philadelphia. Good game.
Yeah. Hey,
Dan plan. Quinn's a head coach in Washington. So,
like, I'm not pushing.
I would say right now the most pressure
is on Mike.
It's on Mike McCarthy.
Like, I'm not. Dak is not above any criticism. Like, I criticize you guys witnessed it last year. Like, I stay on Dak's head, but the problem is when people stay on Dak's head, they're not real. They're not realistic when it comes to it. That's my problem. Be realistic when it comes with it. If you're gonna blame him just like this, we got to look at it and blame others as well. Like, we can look at Lamar Jackson in the same situation. His playoff record is 2-4. I know Dak is older, but I understand he goes against Pat Mahomes. I understand. Yeah. I know. I completely understand that. But at the same time, it's also I think it boils down to coaching a lot. But
fairly, no offense to Lamar Jackson, he plays for the Baltimore Ravens. I know, but he can win 3 MVP. He will never be more popular than Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott
he plays for the Cowboys.
Plays for the most recognized franchise. A $10 billion franchise.
Yeah, I get it.
I don't know what billions Baltimore's in, but they ain't in that.
Did you see my text the other night? If Dak Prescott played like Lamar Jackson the other night, everybody would say Dak Prescott sucks.
Right.
He can't throw. He's ass or he's trash and everything.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you look at any of these quarterbacks, some of them today, if Dak played like him, because I mean, Jalen Hurts didn't play his great on Friday night. He came out the gate with 1 of 3 with an interception, but they won that game.
But it's like you said at the beginning, everybody, you got to go through Patrick Mahomes, and everybody has failed except one person, 2 people. One of them ain't even in the league, and one he's commentating the game today, and the other one he can't stay healthy.
Yeah.
So there's only 2 people who have beat Patrick Mahomes. That's it.
Yeah.
But like I said, and again, it's what I say. But to people who will go out and say critics who will criticize that question, they will say, well, Dak won't have to do that until the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl, right?
Well,
he doesn't have a Patrick Mahomes in this conference.
We're not at the Super Bowl, but today we are in Cleveland.
Yeah, you want me to get ready?
Why don't you give us some inactives and some?
I'm gonna let Sam do the inactives.
Do your play. I didn't pull it up yet.
Okay, we got Cowboys Browns, game 1. Win probability. ESPN Bet says the Browns have a 55% chance of winning. The Cowboys only have 45%. It will be held in Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Partly cloudy, 66 degrees. Wind gust at 14 to 7. money line goes Cowboys plus 118. Bet 100 to win 118, and the Browns are minus 136. You have to bet 136 to win 100. The over and under in this game is 40.5 on this game, and yeah, those are the I'll let Sham do the
there's really nobody important on the Cowboys that's inactive for the day. John Stevens is out with a hamstring. Trey Lance is your emergency quarterback. There's pray to God we don't need him. But again, Browns inactive. Dorian Thompson-Robinson, Khalif Hassel, Miles Harden, not Myles Garrett.
No, you didn't get
what could we wish that happened?
Yeah, you ain't living right.
What could we wish that would happen?
You ain't living that right.
Javian Cohen, Jedrick Willis Jr., and Jack Conklin. Again, it's the first game of the season. Yeah.
Key points on there. Those are both the Cleveland Browns starting tackles.
Oh, they're both out.
Yeah.
They're both out.
So,
advantage to the Cowboys D line, which Micah Parsons should.
Hopefully Tank's not burnt out.
Yeah, and he had a full off season to re-up.
Yeah.
But I think I guess you'll get into it. I guess the biggest question mark with the Cowboys right now.
Yeah, we'll do some key matchups.
Okay.
But before you go to key matchups, what has to happen today? What did the Cowboys got to do to secure this win for Dak Prescott and not have all of Dallas turn on him?
In one game.
We got Composite right here saying the season is over after 6 p.m. today.
I would say the season's on the line if it's bad today. I'm sorry for saying that. I'll have to say that week 2 if they lose this game. But for the Cowboys to win this game, the game's going to come down to which quarterback plays. I know you said it, plays clean.
Mm-hmm.
Deshaun Watson and Dak Prescott sometimes if they have an intercept, it will be a multi-intercept. Whoever plays more clean than the other, but you're dealing with two dynamic quarterbacks in this game will win the game.
I think that's the same thing. You got to stay clean, and I think it comes down to defense as well. Cowboys have some question marks on the defensive side with some people being out, starting some rookies on that side of the ball. Kind of scary a little bit because you're going against Amari Cooper, you're going against Jerry Jeudy, you're going against David.
Oh, is this a revenge game for Amari Cooper today?
Might be. Hey, if you COVID,
them route runs maybe a little bit crisper on there, man.
And then you're going. Trayvon Diggs coming back from his ACL tear. We don't know how fast he is. Amari Cooper and his crisp route running. You got David Njoku as well. I think their running back was a little banged up as well going into this game.
Yeah, Nick Chubb's not gonna be.
Nick Chubb is not playing. Is he playing or
no? He's out.
Okay, so like they have holes as well. We have holes as well. Not holes, but we have holes as well. Cowboys can be some holes too. But it's about who's going to create. I think who creates the most turnovers. If your Cowboys defense I hate to say it, short field advantage to Dak. I think the Cowboys have that advantage, and also if Dak doesn't turn the ball over, I said he's going to give us an interception.
He's got a rough defense today. This Cleveland Browns defense is something.
Miles Garrett is deadly.
The best.
Well, is he over TJ? Well,
I mean it's 1A, 1B.
You can flip a coin. You ain't wrong.
I think one of those it's about who plays the best. Who's going to get it? I mean, Terrence Steele, the Tyler Guyton, Tyler Smith, Zach Martin. Your numbers are up. You're up.
Oof.
You're up. And also another thing. Let's look at this run game today. Rico Dowdle and Zeke is going to split carries. I think Rico's going to get more carries than Zeke. But I think this is where I'm going with it. I was talking to somebody. Running the ball last year was very hard for the Cowboys to do due to the fact that our offensive line wasn't great.
How many yards this guy got today over in Tennessee?
We can go check the final stat.
Before anybody
they lost, but I want to see.
That's one. Okay, that's one part of it.
Damn, man,
that's
you really got really quick right there.
I'm saying that's one part of it. So just want to say, everybody, who's all hyped about Tony Pollard is like, oh, he scored a touchdown. Lisa, even Nissan looks good when it's driving.
Wow,
when it's driving.
You really
Nissan looks.
You really have some ether for Tony.
Okay, so Tony Pollard ended his day with a long run of 26, but he had 16 carries, 82 yards, a touchdown. He caught 3 passes for 12 yards.
Okay.
Not a bad day. They did. They were up 17-0 in the Blues in 24-17. They Caleb Williams came back and beat them. Yeah, he did say that.
Nissan looks good driving next to
they were up 17-3. They did not score in the second half. But I think the issue last year was the offensive line not creating the holes for the running backs. I also do think
Camry look good driving next to a Pinto.
Hold on, wait a minute. My Camry nice.
I know.
2021.
I'm just saying. Look,
did y'all have the same woman? Did he take your woman or something? I said that last year. Did he take your woman or something?
Sham's car looked like I'm sorry, not a Phantom.
I just think a lot of us are. I'm not saying that Zeke is going to be 1,000-yard rusher. I am not saying that.
You think Rico becomes 1,000-yard rusher?
I do think Rico Dowdle can be a 1,000-yard rusher, but I also think Zeke can have upwards of 700.
Lamar say all the hood rats and Nissans coming for me after I made that Nissan comment. They do got a lot of Nissans in the hood.
I just think the running back position is going to actually shock a lot of people if this O-line performs how they should perform.
Yeah. I am concerned. I am more invested in CeeDee Lamb today.
He's coming out in 10.
Oh, whoa! She risked injury.
I'm not wishing injury. I'm not, but
you say you gonna have a soft tissue injury.
But listen to what I'm about to say.
Oh,
how he got his contract? He did not play preseason, and what percentage of people who get that big contract somewhere in the season they get hurt?
You say he was out in Florida tearing it up, man.
I pray CeeDee Lamb comes out and has 150-yard game with 2 TDs.
15 pounds, what the most said,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I hope Jalen Tolbert, wherever you at, hope you don't line up offsides on offense again this year. Hope you get some targets this year because I do think he is a sleeper on this offense.
Yeah, I like Jalen Tolbert. I think he could be he's a good number 3. If he's got to be a number 2 or number 1, then the season pretty much over with.
Fergie is look for him to have a big game today.
Because he lost Peyton Hendershot, who's over there starting trouble in Kansas City.
Did he throw a punch? Because it looked like he threw a punch the other day in that Chiefs game. He was on the sideline.
A lot of people when
thought he threw a punch.
Also, guys, you think this new kickoff rule, Kevontae Turpin, this is your time to eat up. I'm sorry, this is your time.
I hate it. I don't care. I hate it.
I actually like it. It gives us a chance to see some kickoffs.
That kickoff return is worse than chocolate ice.
Yeah, you got both teams on the same side of it. It's weird to me.
It's weird, but I think it's more exciting to me because they're getting like if you watch some of the kickoffs today, they went a pretty decent. You had the first kickoff return in the Cardinals game.
Why don't you just kick it out the end zone? I mean, they can.
They can.
I was gonna say I don't see how you were having the kick return. You can just kick it right out the end zone, just avoid all that.
I don't know, but if it comes down to Kevontae Turpin,
if I catch it, I wouldn't even run.
I think has he returned a kickoff return for a touchdown? No,
in his first year of preseason.
Turpin, yeah,
against the Chargers.
Yeah,
in the preseason. I'm talking about regular season.
Oh no,
this may be the year. Maybe.
Composite says, guys, it's obvious that the lack of spending in their signings that is the beginning of a rebuild, and Dak, Lamb, or Diggs getting traded after week 6.
What?
Wow, Composite.
Damn. Oh, it's gone, Composite.
All right, but we still got your Cowboy football here with all the signatures on that you need to come pick up.
All right, wherever the key matchups going, get it done. All right. Key matchup number 1. You talked about it. The rookies, Tyler Guyton, Cooper BB, O-line versus Myles Garrett, Zadarius Smith, and their number 1 pass defense last season, only giving up 270 total yards. In this game, 164 total pass yards, so they get after it. Jim Schwartz, the defensive coordinator, number 1 ranked defense. He loves the blitz. Listen, on this, don't be surprised. They're not getting away. You're going to see Zadarius and Myles on Tyler Guyton all day. He's going to see one or the other. And also, you're going to see Myles Garrett move around, even in the middle. So he may see some of Cooper BB may see some of him. So you may see both those lines coming into the middle. So it's going to be big time for those rookies.
Welcome to the NFL.
So welcome to an NFL moment. Okay, the key matchup number 2.
Lamar said Campazzo drinking more than he is nowadays.
Key matchup number 2. Well, you don't like this one. The Cleveland Browns running game versus the Cowboys interior D. Mozzie Smith, you on the line.
Your career is on the line.
Remember we talked to him at SportsCon. He was real cool, but I guess you're not cool enough to stay on.
His career is on the line. Second year?
Yeah, second year.
Oh, dang.
Usually it's the season online, but Mozzie, can you give him his career's on the line?
Yeah, Mozzie Smith,
OC. Your career is on the line.
Mozzie Smith, OC, Eric Kendricks, Overshawn, against that Cleveland Brown, very veteran offensive line running game. Nick Chubb's out, but it's gonna be run by a committee. They're gonna lean on play action pass in this game, so it's gonna be very important in this game for the Cowboys defense, run defense, who was poor last year, to not give up 5-point yards of carry like they did in the second half of last year.
Get in the backfield. It is very important to get to the quarterback.
Exactly. This may be a Cowboy loser right here.
Uh-oh.
Cowboy wide receivers versus Cowboy DBs. This may be a loser, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, why would it be a loser?
Amari Cooper, Jared Judy, both Alabama standouts. Then you got Elijah Moore, Ole Miss standout. Cedric Tillman, Tennessee standout. You got like SEC wide receivers. Then you got David Njoku. He may be the key right here. Look for him to have. You got to see a lot of wide receiver screens with him. A lot of things where he's coming out the backfield, catching little passes. So it's going to be up to guys like Trayvon Diggs, Kalen Carson. He's his 5th round pick.
Kalen. His name is Kalen.
He may be Kalen after this. But Kalen Carson, his first start, a 5th round pick.
I'm sorry. We could have went and got freaking Stephon Gilmore.
You got Jordan Lewis. He can't play on the outside. He's a slot corner. Malik Hooker, Donovan Wilson, Marquise Bell. It may be a long day for those guys.
Jordan Lewis has got up next. Mark me down for it.
Listen, Jordan Lewis, his matchup's going to be Elijah Moore. If Elijah Moore's tearing him up in that slot, it's probably an advantage on what's called Cleveland Browns. And my final key matchup, Deshaun Watson versus Dak Prescott. We talked about this. Which quarterback plays clean? Which quarterback doesn't put his team in, just plays the clean up football. Don't put his team in bad situations. Hopefully it'll be Dak Prescott. But listen, Deshaun Watson is a big time quarterback. Both of these are all pro quarterbacks. So Deshaun Watson with his throwing in his legs, Dak Prescott with his accuracy and stuff like that. So we'll see, man. We'll see.
Did he get a massage before the game?
Probably from the organization.
I don't really get into those matters. I'm not as messy.
Oh, you stopped.
I'm not as messy.
Oh, since when it started this season?
Yeah, just 5 minutes ago.
My brother's throwing the slug at us. He says it's all smiles on the show today. Looks like everybody got paid.
I did.
I get paid every day.
I got hit for a good old. I got get hit for a good old.
Oh yeah, that's right. Today.
Yeah, you got Prize Pick hit me for. I hit Prize Pick up today.
Oh, so that's why you a joyful move.
I could care less what happened.
Usually, you know,
I could care less what this Cowboys.
When I see you on your cell phone doing this.
Let's be honest. If the Cowboys really lose, does Dak lose today at all? No,
he got paid.
Nope, he got his money. So
Mike McCarthy lose.
I also do not judge teams on week 1. That's why I'm not overreacting to the freaking Saints winning by 40-some points.
Man, it look good, man.
Like this guy here.
Almost 50.
It was the Panthers.
We already know who we taking next week.
47-10.
No need to sit down and
47. Who that? Jesus,
it was the Panthers. Now, if the Cowboys win or don't win today, and they come out and lose next week again.
Whoa. I remember last season, after the Cowboys, had those 2 impressive wins the first 2 weeks of the season against the Giants and Jets. I give kudos to this man right here. Measly Cardinals. Joshua Dobbs, we got this. Everybody just smile. There's no way.
I picked the Cardinals that game.
She picked the Cardinals.
Oh, you picked
the Cardinals that game.
Actually, we both did because remember the
Cardinals on my threads and Twitter, we got this. There's no way they can lose, and then they lost.
That was because who ran off? Joshua Dobbs. Ball head up, decided to run.
So let's not be adding up dubs with the Cowboys.
Yeah, Michael Parsons going
No.
way.
I said if the Cowboys lose today and they come out and lose next week against the Saints, then we are in for a long season.
What's the countdown? Mike McCarthy make it to week 8?
Week 4.
So
when is the bye week?
So we about to kick off. So real quick before we leave, Kendrick, who wins today?
Oh, you had give me Browns.
Wow.
Give me Browns 21-17. We talked about this earlier in the week.
You know what's disgraceful?
Dak Prescott gets sacked by Myles Garrett. Tyler Guyton.
How many times?
But-
Let's please keep the injury bug out of the Cowboys.
That jersey's gonna be looking a little dirty.
Okay, can I just say something to you real quick?
What's up?
I mean, this is
How you feeling, man?
disgusting.
What's going on?
Is that a Cowboy hat you have on too?
I think so.
Yeah,
Shirt too.
You have a Cowboy hat and a Cowboy shirt on, and you come in this studio and you've taken the Dallas Cowboys to lose to the Cleveland Browns, man. I mean, is there any line that you just won't cross that line in life anymore? I
Probably
mean, wow.
not.
Wow.
Probably not. But listen, I've always said I always told Sam, told everybody, I'm not a Cowboy fan. I'm a Cowboy realist.
Oh,
Me too.
Realist. I'm not a homer. I don't when the Cowboys lose to the Eagles, I don't storm out the room and bang on the door and don't come back for 5 minutes.
I threw a plate.
I threw a plate.
Threw a plate.
I think if we had to pick out of who's the worst out of us three, I think it's Walt.
Yeah, we know Walt takes it hard.
I think Walt is
He takes it hard.
because last year I was just like, okay, like I was okay. I've come to terms
Vanessa
with,
says hater pants is what you have on.
I love you, Vanessa.
I do too. I love you, Vanessa.
So,
thank you.
Well, Shams, I don't like losing to the Eagles.
I don't either.
That's who we lost. We lost to the Eagles. That's why I threw that play because we had that game. We
you
were
know
winning
who
that
lost
game.
to you that game?
Huh?
You know who lost you that game?
Who?
Dak Prescott.
Yeah, he did. We were up that game.
That's
No.
that's
It's
the-
actually Terrence Steele.
That came back.
It was actually Terrence
That's the
Steele.
moment you started hating Dak Prescott.
Yeah, it was actually
I think
Terrence
that might
Steele.
have been the moment
Yeah.
I switched.
But if we're gonna keep it, right, it was Terrence Steele because I think that man had death threats.
Oh, Zeke hurdle. And they got a flag.
All right.
Oh, the game started.
Yeah, and it's a flag.
Oh,
So
okay.
maybe
All right.
home.
Well, the game has started.
Right on time. Oh,
We are here. We're gonna be back for halftime. Kendrick is taking the Browns.
I'm just taking a good game, no injuries.
I'm gonna take the
Yeah,
Cowboys.
what you got on your money line right there? What you take?
The Browns.
Wow. All right, so we'll be back at halftime. Thank you, Vanessa says. Love y'all. Glad to see y'all all together. Thank you, Vanessa. We love you
We
too.
love you too, Vanessa.
Don't worry, Vanessa. We're gonna be here all day.
Yeah, figuring out
Yes,
eating
ma'am.
wings and nachos.
Yeah, and for everybody else, speaking of wings, we got to talk about them way later on.
Can we get to the game, man? Come on.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, we'll be back at halftime.
Oh, it's 1st and 20, so.
Oh.